Okay, Coach, ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You. Run that. Check 4. Hey, switch gears. Check safety.
They'll run here with Ballage. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You're not ready.
To throw is Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Parker that time. 3rd down here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got it to Hearns. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They run it with Balaj. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Come across. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Switch. He's running. 64, weak.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he stopped immediately there. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, 66. Hey, Orbit. 55. Go. Check right. Hey, ball 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. They don't have his man. That's Edelman.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also
Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, alert, alert.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wait, wait, 20! 55! It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. I got you, punk.
Throwing again. Brady. Wide open. Julian Edelman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Patriots.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Hey, 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Stop your whining. Set it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wait, set. Green 80. We got to get the ball. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check it out.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
From the gun, they run with Michel. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. He's got his man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check it back, check it back. Alabama.
Brady gives to Michel. And he'll get this down only to the 18. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Brady, and he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Michel going to try again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Malage, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check. Watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 3rd down, Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
on 2nd and 9. Rosen. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Stills the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 45. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Check 13. Check 13.
Brady. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Slam, slam, slam.
On 1st down, Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch Mike. Who's off Orton? Cover.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Max Williams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Mike, front forward. You run.
Rosen on 1st and 10. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 48-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They run a draw here on second down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Hearns brings it in. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 18-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Monday.
Now it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
I got you.
Here's Rosen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Sanders' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Left side, it's Dorsett. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Brady again. Off to Thomas on the left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Thomas has it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Brady to throw again. Thomas has got it, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Tackles. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Again, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Take that. 53. Regular. I'm here all day. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It was pretty quiet, G. It was pretty quiet. Bravo.
Brady now on 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Parker, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Third and long here for Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Dorsett on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Brady now, over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back. to Miami. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Brady to throw. And his pass incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Gets past one man. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
55, my God, 55. Cut. Shadow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move them.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on 1st down, Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And it's caught by Parker. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out here in the I. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's a run with Balazs. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balazs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you give the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's done right there. Three down, three down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Go, go. Line 52, line 52. Too low, cut.
From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. He can't get him down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And it's Michel once again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Come on, D. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, goal 66.
Operating from the gun. Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Alabama, 380. I got one. He's coming. We got Alabama.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interception.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 72.
They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Mike 52.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
That's fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Stay with your man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Mike Bennett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Regular.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From midfield, here's Brady to Michelle on the screen. Look at the dance and the juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Brady escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
No, 66. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
450.
From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by... Stephon Gilmore.
Going the other way. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wait, that. Down 80. Down 80. Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, set 24. Set 24. Line 52. Let's go, honey. Let's go, honey.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Middle. 54. Rip left.
They'll start with a give here to Bilal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking that time for Stills, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Dolphins 17.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mike 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Alert, alert, alert.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And over the middle, this is Parker. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Rosen. But he's got it to Hearns. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Dolphins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 53. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, Wolverine! At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. Room here to run. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Wait, that wide, 80. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the eye. Hey, second.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check nickel. Goal 50.
Now Brady. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Connect. 180. Mike front 4. All day. All day.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And now it's Rosen looking. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Connect. 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen over the middle here to Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now Rosen looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Their own 45-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Shoot.
To throw is Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady now on 1st down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
No. Hey, 66.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check 26. Check 26.
On first down, Michel. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.